Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Paige and in this video I'm gonna be reacting to All My Girls' Nonstop album. I know it took a while for me to get to react to this, but as you probably know already, there have been a lot of comebacks recently, and I've had some health related issues that have prevented me from doing constant videos. So it took me a while to get to this, but I'm gonna be moving through all the comebacks and everything slowly. So hopefully you don't mind that. But anyway, the songs that I'm gonna be reacting to in this video are going to be Dolphin, Flower Tea, Neon, and Krystal. Basically every single song except the title track. So I guess without further ado, let's just jump into it, starting off with Dolphin in 3, 2, 1. I actually don't know what to expect from their B-sides. Already, I think I can definitely say it's more sophisticated than I expected. Like, this actually sounds really good for a B-side. Huh. This kind of beat seems familiar. I don't know if I've listened to a song with that beat before, but it seems a little bit familiar. It sounds actually a little bit Americanized. I did not expect that. This honestly is actually a pretty good song. The chorus is a little bit simplistic, but I like the beat that it has during the chorus, like the da 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 da. Like, that's actually a pretty catchy beat. But it's definitely the weakest part of the song. The rest of the song is actually very sophisticated and honestly almost title track quality. In a certain way, I think this is better than the title track. It definitely sounds a little bit more sophisticated. Like, the beat and the instrumental sounds a little bit more full. I don't know how to exactly explain it. It's also been a while since I reacted to Nonstop, so my memory of it is a little bit vague, even though I had listened to it quite a lot. Okay, that was a little bit of an abrupt end, but it's fine. Overall, I think I enjoyed this song actually quite a lot, more than I expected, if I gotta be honest, because it's a cute girl group, and I expect those kind of groups to have certain kinds of songs, like more on the cute side, and those don't necessarily are not necessarily going to be something that I would really like. Although some cute groups, or should I say somewhat cute groups like Astro for boy groups, and I guess in this case Oh My Girl, have actually proven themselves to have some really good B-sides, much better than I expected. And I really hope it's gonna be the case for this whole album, because from the little bits that I've heard from this album, it's actually going to be like this, but we'll see. And yeah, as I already said, it's actually surprisingly good to me, and in a certain way it's better than the title track because it sounds more full Like, I don't know if it's the bass or just this instrumental that sounds more full and sophisticated. I like that about it. And again, the chorus is a little bit too simplistic, but it's not too bad, and I overall enjoy it. So personally, I'm gonna give this one an 8.9 out of 10. While objectively, I'm gonna straight up give it a 9 out of 10 because it's a very enjoyable song, and even in considering I managed to enjoy it too, it is genuinely a good song with not really much uh, bad in it or about it. It's just not the kind of song that really is gonna be a 10 out of 10. It's just inherently not gonna be like that. With what they're going for with the like simplistic chorus, it's not gonna be a 10 out of 10. But for what it is, it's actually a solid song in my opinion. I don't know if I'm gonna be listening to it, but it's definitely a song that I wouldn't skip if I stumble upon it, so there's that. And now let's move on to the next song of this video, that being Flower Tea. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Overall, I'd say I like the vibe of the song, and there are some moments during the song which I like the way they sing them. Uh, but the fact that it's a slower song is just too big of a detriment for me. I don't really like, especially these slow kind of songs. Like, if it was kind of the middle of the road in terms of speed, I would probably like it much more. And also, if it was in English, I would probably love this, because apparently for some reason I actually love, or at least don't really mind, slower songs in English. I guess because I understand them. But the fact that it's in Korean and I can't really understand what they're singing about, and can't in the moment understand and relate to the lyrics of the song, just make me not really care about it. But I guess that might change soon, because I'm gonna be studying Korean in a few months. I'm gonna be going to a university to study it, actually. So that might change in the coming years. I really wonder how that's gonna change, like, my reactions once I can actually understand Korean and everything. That's gonna be very interesting to experience. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10, because, as I said, the vibe of the song I like. It's just the fact that it's a slow ballad doesn't really go well with me. But objectively, I think it's a good song, quite a good song, and I feel like somebody who is into slower ballad songs, or at least doesn't mind them, will enjoy this quite a lot, because it managed to somewhat even attract me and make me be interested into it at least a little. So that means it's a pretty good song, and I'm not like boasting that, hey, if I like a song, that must mean it's 10 out of 10. No, the fact that it's a slow song when I don't like slow song is what is making it much better for me. So objectively, I'm actually gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10. And yeah, I didn't actually expect to have this kind of song. I knew there was gonna be maybe cuter songs, but I did not expect some slow ballad like this. So still, it was actually better than I expected a slow ballad to be. But anyway, let's move on to the next song of this video, that being Neon, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now that's a completely different sound. Okay, that's a very interesting sound they're going for. It's a little bit 90s music, I feel like. Or at least retro. I kinda like it, actually. I think I might react to this one a second time. I like this part of the chorus here where it goes a little bit higher. Honestly, these songs in the mini album are surprisingly different from each other. This is definitely not the impression what I thought their music was going to sound like. This almost reminds me of something, but I can't exactly put on what. Honestly, in such a way I could see this song being a title track in like 2008. Yeah, I generally can see that as a title track in 2008. I think it just reminds me of earlier K-pop. Okay, so this one was an interesting case. I definitely, personally at least, enjoyed it a little bit more because it was a bit more fast-paced and with more sounds and beats into it. That makes it more interesting to me. But in a weird way, I think Flower Tea was better. I don't know. I, I really don't know. Sometimes I think I just have to figure out exactly what rating scale I'm gonna have to create a specific rating scale to be able to actually rate the song, because now I personally enjoy this song more. But I also personally think that Flower Tea is better, so I'm not really sure how to rate this one. I think I'm gonna rate this one personally an 8.1 out of 10 because it is a more enjoyable than Flower Tea to me. But Flower Tea is just the vibe of it was better. Like this one, it doesn't feel as sophisticated or how to say it, just more interesting in terms of vibe. This is kind of like a happy-go-lucky vibe, while Flower Tea had a bit of a sad vibe going for it and just darker feeling going for it. And personally, as somebody who is very into the edgy 2000, as people call them, like I'm very hipster about the early 2000s, which had everything be edgy. I'm much more into darker and sadder things, so in a certain way I like Flower Tea more. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna give personally this one an 8.1 out of 10, while objectively I'm going to give it an 8.3 out of 10 because I think most people will agree that this one in a certain way it is worse than Flower Tea. But like, if you're into happy-go-lucky song, you're gonna love this one more. If you're into ballads, especially sad ballads, you're gonna like Flower Tea more. And if you're into parts of each song, you're probably gonna like both a certain amount. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about this one. Let's move on to the last song of this video, that being Krystal, and I really hope we ended up with a bang. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, from the little bit of the instrumental, I feel like this is gonna be the most traditional K-pop song out of the 4. Honestly, I definitely feel like these B-sides are better than your average B-side. I gotta say, Mimi is really pretty. Like, her visuals are no joke. Ooh, that actually sounded really cool. And yeah, this one is definitely the... I mean, I'm not sure if it's the most traditional K-pop song out of these, but it definitely has that kind of vibe going for it. I also think we're ending this with a bang because I really like the chorus of this song. I feel like Krystal is kind of like a combination of Flower Tea and Neon. It's kind of like a happy-go-lucky with a certain sad vibe to it, and I think that's why this might be my favorite out of the 4. Oh, I really like that. Such sad but bright one. They hit so hard. I love it. I really like the message of those few little lyrics actually. It's like you're sad now, but you're gonna get happy at some point. This is a really dope song, actually. It's, in my opinion, a really solid song to listen to when you're depressed, because it has certain happy, but also sad. I guess you could say melancholic. I don't know if that's the perfect use of the word, but it has certain melancholic vibe to it. I love those lyrics. They're so good. I love those little lyrics. It's so good. I'm gonna give this song, just for those lyrics, a 10 out of 10, honestly. I'm happy that we ended it with a really good song. I'm not sure whether... I think I like this one the most out of the four, but Dolphin is also a solid contender, because on first listen Dolphin was like an instant hit, while this one I feel like I am into it quite a lot with the vibe of it and the feeling that it gives you. But I think I still would need one more listen at least to really be into the song. So it's kind of very close, at least for those. But I think I'm gonna give the best song of this album to, at least the best B-side of this album, to Krystal. Because it's like a combination of everything about the other three songs. I love it. But the message and the vibe of those little 5 words is so good. I love that part. That's my favorite part by far. And as I said, personally, I'm gonna give this one, actually, practically it's gonna be a 10 out of 10. But if I gotta be a bit more honest, it's probably gonna be something closer to a 9.6. Because it's only the first listen. As I said, on second listen I'm probably gonna be into it, but I have to end this video early because I have a few other videos to record. So yeah, objectively though, yeah, I'm definitely giving it a 10 out of 10. No excuses. It is a really good song. I think everybody will enjoy this one, and there won't be really any complaints about it. The thing about it that I like the most personally is the high notes that they do. They're so good. The album overall is not as good as I was hoping it was going to be, but it is pretty good too. Like, it's not a contender for like my favorite album of the year or anything, but it's pretty good. It's solid, actually. It's good enough, if nothing else. So yeah. If you guys have any K-pop songs you want me to react to, make sure to comment them down below, and I'm gonna add them to my list, though I don't promise when I'm gonna get to your specific request, because I do have a lot of K-pop songs to react to, and especially with the recent wave of comebacks, I've been kind of overwhelmed that I haven't been able to even check out the request by you guys. But I'm gonna do my best. Just keep that in mind, that it's gonna take a while to get to your request. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge the support and help keep the channel going. Help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with over on Patreon or Subscribestar are gonna go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or you just haven't noticed it at this point, I'm actually transgender, but I haven't been able to transition because I can't afford it, and because the country I live in is very shit in terms of trans rights and everything. So I've been hoping to move out as soon as possible, which still gonna be probably in the next few years, because I still have to go to and finish university. But if you could help me out by donating, so I can start my transition, and in general just keep doing the YouTube channel, that would be greatly appreciated. But I don't want to guilt trip into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!